Pile 1, what is your current karmic lesson? You have Four of Wands, the Star, Ace of Swords, Yellow, and Air. This is actually really positive. Your current karmic lesson is to trust your intuition and trust your dreams. So another way of saying this is to have faith in your soul. When we incarnate into a human experience, we come with certain ideas in mind of what we want to explore and what we want to feel. And those things that we want to explore are put into our human selves as desires. What you desire is the key to your destiny, or your destiny itself. And as you go through life, you follow your desires so that you can get experiences that your soul wants. And that's really the path that we're all supposed to follow and take. And your cards are saying you have a very lovely dream, and you are supposed to have faith in yourself and in your connection with your higher self and in your connection with your soul. Trust that and follow it to your highest dream. So with this Ace of Swords on the end, it goes perfectly with air. You have a claircognizance. You're just aware of things. You just know things. You are tied to your soul, whether you realize it or not. You are getting information from your higher self and from your spirit team. And this pile is actually very good at it. It's very good at being in tune with exactly what your soul wants you to do. I'm hearing that you just might be doubting it because the path isn't necessarily clear. We can really hold ourselves back when we want to know every single step of the way. And that's just not how life is meant to be lived. We create the path as we make our decisions and as we move through life. You aren't going to know how every single thing is going to work out. That's just impossible. But your karmic lesson right now is to put faith in your innate knowing, which is very, very difficult. It is to step into uncertainty and know that you're not making mistakes, that everything is just a step on the way, that if something, quote, goes wrong, that there's a lesson in it, and that you can come back stronger and smarter and can keep going down your path. The way to success always has a lot of failure and rejection, because the idea that you can just have a goal or a dream and then every single step you take along the way to get it works out absolutely perfectly is just not how life unfolds. So you're being asked to keep your faith, trust your inner knowing, and trust your soul so that you can achieve this dream that you have. And what I love about, I always interpret the Star card as holding your highest dream no matter what. But the first card you got was Four of Wands, which means, I love this because the star is sort of up in the sky, right? It's something that you want it, but it's like ethereal, it's in your mind, it's in your spirit, but it's not in your reality. Four of Wands means reality. It means I have it, it's here in front of me, I am in my beautiful home, I have, celebration, accomplishment, I have love and companions. All of that is in the Four of Wands card. I have my dream, I'm living inside of it. And the way that you get it, the way you go from it being just a dream to it being reality, is this air and the Ace of Swords, is by trusting your spiritual instincts, trusting your inner knowing. I'm just getting that word very strongly, inner knowing. even if things are unclear or they seem like they're not working out, or even if you're not getting any sort of results that you want, just keep connecting in with your spirit and your soul and keep following where that's telling you to go. And also yellow goes along with this perfectly, because yellow is a color of enlightenment. It's a color of being very spiritual, but also being in joy and enjoyment, which goes very well with this Four of Wands card. Yellow goes perfectly with Four of Wands and Ace of Swords, because it's like, I know what I want and I know I can have fun creating it and have fun when it's here with me and it's real. Four of Wands is a very fun card, and traditional deck, they're like having a party in a beautiful home. And yellow is saying, trust your instincts, trust where your soul is guiding you, and you will get that celebration. You will get that joy. Yellow is very joyful. Four of Wands is very joyful. So you could be someone that wants to create an entirely different life than the one that you're currently in. And in order to do that, you have to step into the unknown and step into the uncertainty and embrace it and follow your instincts. There's no other way. People don't have maps to their ideal realities. You just have to be okay going over the edge into the unknown. And that's what you're being told to do right now. And that's what your karmic lesson is about. But with 3 cards, actually, yellow, air, and Ace of Swords, you have a very strong tie to your soul. You have very good instincts and you're very in tune. Even if it seems like nothing is working out yet, keep tuning in, keep adjusting your strategies, keep walking into uncertainty, and you are eventually going to find your way as long as you trust your soul. This is a beautiful dream and it is there waiting for you. Your Four of Wands, your lovely, loving, happy, joyful home and environment and people are waiting for you. And it's set up and it's not going to go anywhere. So take a breath, relax. You haven't gone wrong. You don't need to fret over every single step. Just have faith that it's there and that you are going to find your way to it. So that's your current lesson, and I hope this was helpful. Let me know down below. Thank you for being here. Bye. Pile 2. What is your current karmic lesson? You have 3 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Magician, Gold, and Fire. So for you, I'm hearing your current karmic lesson is to be an alchemist. It is to spin your pain into gold. That came very clearly when I pulled this gold card. So 3 of Swords was the first card that came out. It's the one that you picked in the beginning, or you could have picked off of the pictures, but either way, this was the card that set the tone for your pile. It's a very heavy card. It's about pain and heartbreak. You've had, the word betrayal keeps coming to me. So you've been betrayed, or you have just had a lot of difficulty, a lot of darkness, mixed with not a lot of support and not a lot of emotional connection, if you've had any at all. You probably felt very depressed, very in the dark, very isolated, just a lot of emotional and mental pain. And Magician is someone who takes what they have and makes it something better, who gets what they want out of what they have. Your current karmic lesson is to go into your pain to find where it is, like, find your pain. Let your pain speak. Explore your pain so that you can understand it, take its lessons. And what I'm seeing is that you're actually going to create something out of it. With this fire is an incredibly creative energy, and it's an energy of someone who they're never going to be a victim. And sometimes we are victims. Things happen to us and we just are victims, and that's okay. But I feel like you need to work with the energy of fire and claim your fire, so that that very energizing, vital life force that is extremely powerful and extremely fast can sort of lift you up out of this hole that you're in and out of this darkness. And I feel like you're going to do that through something creative. You're either going to change your life based on the lessons that you learned from your pain and what happened to you, or you're going to take the pain itself and make it into something beautiful. So this is someone, if you create music, write books, write poetry, paintings, if you're like a motivational speaker, or even like if you become a counselor and you're really good at this one thing that happened to you because you explored it fully, but you are going to be the one that spins this wheel of fortune in your favor. Like, I'm sorry that all this bad things happened to you. I'm sorry about your loneliness and the isolation and the pain. But what this is saying is you are the only one. And this is true for everyone, even if they are deeply connected to other people can't save us from our pain. It's impossible. They can help us out, but ultimately it's always down to us. And this is telling you, you have to be open to what the pain is teaching you and take the positive out of it. So whatever happened to you, there's some kind of a lesson, there's some kind of wisdom. There's always gems to be found in the darkness. This is saying, don't be afraid to explore the darkness and explore your pain so that you can find those gems, those pearls, those bits of wisdom. And you could be someone who does this through some kind of art that then you can, launch a whole career with, or you can publish a book about it or write a song about it, something like that. But this is telling you how powerful you are. The magician brings things, the magician creates whatever they want in their life through like willpower. And you have it. This is saying you're extremely powerful. Gold and fire. Gold is enlightenment energy. So I think you're meant to learn how to heal your pain and sort of alchemize your pain into something positive. And that's going to give you a lot of deep spiritual wisdom. You're someone who has the ability to become very enlightened and very much a guide for others in this life, because you're someone who is going to spin the wheel all the way around. You're someone who is going to come from darkness and come from pain and figure out the way to truly heal and to truly transmute that pain and that darkness into light, into fire, into the life that you want to create. And your current karmic lesson is trying to figure out how to do that. I don't like to leave people with like no resources or anything. So if you are interested, there's always a video that I recommend because it's free on YouTube. So if you can watch this video, I know that you can watch that one and do the process, but it's Teal Swan, How to Heal the Emotional Body. If you need like a starting point, you can do the process in that video. She also has another one called Parts Work that is extremely helpful I've done those processes multiple times. They're very incredible for finding your pain and exploring it and being able to heal it and allowing that pain to sort of integrate back into who you are. It's true shadow work. If that doesn't like resonate with you, you can just look up shadow work and see what you can do to really help yourself here and to move through that pain, because you are not condemned to have this pain forever. You were never meant to be stuck in this hole and to feel heavy and down. You were meant to become with this gold. Like gold is such a powerful color, and the Magician is such a powerful card. And both of these things have intense spiritual wisdom mixed with intense physical power. You're going to get a wisdom that is going to change your whole life. That's what Wheel of Fortune means. A lot of times Wheel of Fortune means something just happens to you and it turns everything around. But for you, I'm getting, you're going to heal your pain, and that is going to be the thing that turns this wheel. You're going to turn this wheel, and you're going to find an immense amount of power and wisdom. When you do, you're going to be able to create your life beautifully and incredibly. And in some way, as hard as it is to imagine right now, in some way, your pain and the bad things that have happened to you is going to serve you and make your life even better. It's going to give you some strength, some power, some sort of wisdom that is going to improve your life drastically. So your current karmic lesson is to not succumb to this darkness and not succumb to this pain. It is merely to heal the pain. And when that darkness lifts, you are going to fly up so high with it. Because gold, fire, Magician, these are power cards. Intense power, intense wisdom. You're incredible. And it's a lot to do. But once you learn how to do this, you'll be able to do it over and over again and become someone who's just so enlightened, so wise, so strong that no one could ever put you in a hole again. You'll be up on top of a mountain. Like, that's your destiny. To heal from this pain and get from the pits to the top of the mountain. And you have everything that you need to do it. You're very powerful and very wise. So I hope this helps. Don't get discouraged. You can do this. It seems difficult, but once you get used to how sort of abstract healing is, then it becomes something that it's just not as difficult as what we make it out to be. So I hope those processes can help you, and good luck. It's going to serve you in some way, and your life is going to be incredible. That's how it was always meant to be. So sending care your way, and just realize how powerful you are and harness that to heal. Good luck. Bye. Pile 3, what is your current karmic lesson? You have the Devil, 4 of Cups, High Priestess, green, and water. Very clearly when I pulled this green card, it came heart healing. Your current karmic lesson is to heal your heart. With this Devil card, there's some kind of, Devil is unconscious. So there is some kind of, I'm hearing bitterness. There's a bitterness, a darkness, a frustration, irritation, and anger in your unconscious that I don't think that you are aware of, but it is really stopping the flow of happiness in your life. You have a lot of water energy come through. You have water and Four of Cups. And this Four of Cups is Lord of Blended Pleasure. This Four of Cups is a happy card. It's a card of there being one source of water that goes and fills all the cups and overflows so that everyone has a drink and everyone is happy. And with this water card, water is emotions. Your emotions are getting tainted by a darkness that I don't think you're aware that you have. So you experienced a pain or just something you experienced something bad in your early life that I'm seeing the image of like water flowing and someone squeezes like food coloring into the water and it just gets all over. Like the water isn't clean, it isn't pure. It's got this unhappiness in it. Your emotional energy is tainted by an old pain that you're carrying around. And there is something in your heart that is a belief system or a pain that's stopping a happy flow and I think it's making you irritated, and it's irritating the people around you. And there's just this vicious cycle of, if you're ever wondering like, why are people short with me or rude to me or mean to me? There's something in your energy that is just, it's like friction. It's bristly. And people are picking up on that. So instead of getting your beauty and your joy and your love and this crystal clear emotional energy of your true soul, they're getting this like uncomfortableness because it's the energy that's in your heart. And I'm actually going to pause and pull more cards about what, I didn't do this for any of the other piles, but I want to know what this is a little more. So just hold on one second. Okay, I tuned in a little more and pulled cards about what happened. Now there's Five of Swords, Emperor, and Five of Cups. The first thing I heard when I turned the camera off was unfairness. I saw scales, like the two like scales that you see for like law or something. And I saw you in one that just got sunk all the way down to the bottom, and someone else or something else was lifted up. You were treated, with this Emperor, there's an authority figure or multiple. You were treated very unfairly in your life. So this could be from childhood, where your parents would really pay a lot of attention to one kid and not you, or in school you would do work, someone else would get credit, or in a job where you did everything you were supposed to do and then they just gave the promotion to someone else. Things like that. You were ignored, not recognized, neglected, treated deeply unfairly. And this could be a theme that plays out over and over again in your life. So this could keep coming up. But the origin of this pain and this unfairness is what you need to go back to. You need to speak to the kid or teenager or whoever it was that was experiencing this. This could even be someone who like wanted to date people and they were just never picked, and never, no matter what they did. Oh, I'm getting the frustration now. No matter what I do, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's a feeling that's just in you. And that's really, it's very sad and it's very frustrating. I so totally get the irritation and the frustration I was picking up on. It seems like no matter what you do, it doesn't make a difference. Someone else is going to get the partner, someone else is going to get the promotion, someone else is going to get the attention. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. That's so frustrating. But this is in your heart. And this is in your energy. You can heal it. I sound like a broken record because I always offer this video, but there is a video with a process that could be, it's sort of exactly for what you're dealing with, and it's called it's Teal Swan, How to Heal the Emotional Body. And it is letting this feeling of this unfairness take you over, and then asking, when was the first time I felt this? And it will take you back to your sort of first time that you felt this, where this sort of energy entered your vibration, your heart. And you speak to the younger version of you that experienced this, and you acknowledge their pain and speak to them so that you can be for them what these people in your life were not for you. And in that, you heal the original wound, and that aspect of you can grow and integrate back into you. So it's an intense healing process, but it's free. I recommend it because it's free online. So if you can watch this video, you can watch that one. Not everyone can go and get therapy or something. So that's something that you can do at home and really heal very deeply from. But when this Emperor card came out, I got very clearly that there was an authority figure over you that was not treating you well. But I also got at the same time that you are or will be an incredible authority figure. I think that this gave you the ability to deeply understand the effects of authority who doesn't treat people fairly. And I think that it just gave you a perspective of someone who would be a very great leader. Because I'm really getting that the people doing this to you, you were so overlooked. There weren't people who were like, I can't stand this person. They're driving me crazy, so I'm gonna, make their life miserable. I'm not feeling malice from the person who did this to you. I'm just feeling like they were so carefree, oh, it's not really going to matter. I'm just going to give the prize or the treat or whatever to this other kid, even though you did everything you were supposed to do to get it. And they thought, oh, just don't worry about it. They brushed you off. And I feel like in this experience, as painful as it is, you became someone who has the ability to understand the weight of authority. You heal this, you will transform into an incredible leader. So whatever sort of avenue you wanted to take in your life, whether this is for family and kids, you'll know how to treat your kids much more fairly and not overlook someone because you know the pain, or whether this is becoming the CEO of a company or something like that, you gain the ability to be an incredible leader, a very competent one, and one who understands the weight of what you're doing and who understands how much small things matter to people. And you're someone who people would be very, very lucky to work under you, or to listen, to be someone around you, because of this intense level of fairness and awareness that you have. So that was a lot. It was a deep reading. Your current karmic lesson is to understand this aspect of your heart and to heal your heart. Also, I think there's quite a few heart healing guided meditations on YouTube that you can look into as well that could help with this. But I understand your irritation. That is a very painful experience. I'm sorry you had to go through that, and I wish you all the best in your healing from it and moving on with this incredible wisdom you gained about authority and leadership. So good luck to you. Thank you for being here.